Your name, your address, and your phone number are floating around the internet. Easy for strangers, scammers, and companies you've never heard of to find. Data brokers and shady databases collect and sell your private details to anyone willing to pay, putting you at risk of nonstop spam, scams, and fraud. You can't stop them from collecting data, but you can control who gets to keep it. That's why I use Incogni. They remove your private information from more than 420 of these sites automatically. And with their unlimited plan, you get total coverage. If you spot your personal details anywhere else online, just send them the link, and their privacy experts will get it taken down. It's the easiest, most complete way to protect yourself and personal life. Right now, you can lock in 60% off with my exclusive deal at privacykim.com. Go to privacykim.com right now and start protecting your privacy. This is so important. Privacykim.com. That's privacykim.com. Here's hour 2 of the Kim Komando Show. You're going to love it. They're saying that this technology is finally here. Andrew, how long have we been hearing about smell-o-vision?
Oh, since the 80s.
Smell-o-vision. Well, now we have companies like Sentience and Sense, OVR's Ion. And the whole idea is that you're going to put on this VR headset. Looks like a Buick, 1952 Buick on your head. And it has this little attachment. So if you're car shopping online, that suddenly like you'd smell like a new car. Or if you went into a field, you'd smell flowers.
But I have to be wearing this helmet.
Yes.
Okay.
It's kind of like a tiny perfume factory that's into this VR headset.
I think it would work well with gaming.
Yes.
If you were playing online games or, Oculus games and you could smell the environment, that's cool.
Yeah, that would be good. What if you were in like a crowd, like in Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, just a bunch of BO and
Yes,
old cigarette butts.
I don't know if I want that one. I just love the smell of my F5 key.
Do you?
It's so refreshing. Okay, that was total nerd humor.
That was.
I mean,
that one went deep nerd.
Yeah, that was like totally geek of the week stuff. And on that happy note, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Kim Komando Show. It's the largest show about all things digital. It's the most trusted. It's the award-winning, because after all, I'm America's beloved digital goddess, Kim Komando, here with you once again. And of course, Andrew Babinski is on board, my cohort. And also you can catch him mornings on 99.9 FM KEZ in Phoenix, Arizona.
Hi, Kim.
And a big hello and salute goes out to all of our listeners in the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marine Corps, Coast Guard, and Space Force in 175 different countries that are tuning in right now to the Kim Komando Show. And the Komando hotline's open at 1-888-825-5254. Alrighty then, and you can find us on over 425 top stations, and we're streaming in your favorite radio app. And you can also get the Kim Komando Show as a podcast over at youtube.com/Kim Komando or in your favorite podcast player. Alrighty then, every single day I do. I visit at least 35, 40 different places online, and I talk to my friends inside the industry to make sure that I know exactly what's happening in the tech world. And here are 5 things you need to know. And we're going to start with Sam Altman. He's the creator of ChatGPT, OpenAI. And last week was Watershed. I don't know if you heard. Did you actually hear what Sam Altman said?
I didn't.
He says that artificial intelligence has now surpassed human intelligence. Okay, 2 years.
Without human intelligence, there'd be no artificial intelligence.
That's kind of was my point, too. He actually calls it the event horizon. I don't know what that means, but that was his term for it, the event horizon. But as you astutely mentioned, humans developed artificial intelligence, and human intelligence isn't just smarts. You have empathy,
sure,
emotions,
instinct,
judgment. Okay,
and everything you get from a chatbot is just scraping from the internet.
It stole it.
Well, that's a rough way to put it. I was trying to be gentle.
Okay, but so has it really surpassed human intelligence, do you think?
No, but this is also coming from the guy who runs the company that he wants to make more valuable, and so he's going to say stuff like that. That's true.
That is true. Now, moving on to number 2, Meta AI. Have you used that app?
No.
Me neither. And thank goodness. It works just like ChatGPT. You ask it stuff, it answers back. Well, according to Wired, Some of those conversations ended up being, well, published online, as in public. So there was some person who asked Meta AI, what countries do younger women like older white men?
Ooh.
Need details. I'm 66 and single. Another one. How do I get rid of crabs?
Whoa.
Is there any reason I keep getting them?
Is this connected to someone? Like, do we know who posted it?
We don't know, but the chats are tied to real profiles.
Oh, man.
I forgot to pay taxes on $200,000. What should I do now? Okay. Meta says that you opted in for this, and the chats are tied to your Meta profile. Womp womp.
Well, we definitely did.
Yes. Here are some things you need to know about. Amazon Ads and Roku just inked a deal that will let brands target 80% of all U.S. connected homes. That's a lot.
A lot.
That's a lot. You can put ads on Prime Video, the Roku channel, and more. So basically, we're going to see more ads.
No.
Yeah. YouTube's now testing 30-second unskippable ads on TVs.
No. I pay to not get those ads or skip them. They're not coming after me, are they?
No, you're going to still be paying $14 a month for
Okay,
premium. Whew, thank goodness for that. If you have an Anker power bank, listen up. 1.1 million have been recalled. Fires and explosions. It's an issue. It's the PowerCore 20K is the one that's not doing so good. Moving on to number 4. Where do you get most of your news, Andrew, aside from here on the show?
I'm glad you put that. Daily Mail, Drudge Report, usually go there.
Well, it used to be people would get them from television and news websites. But 54% of people say they're getting their news from social media and YouTube. Let's see. 15% of people under 25 are getting their news from AI chatbots.
That's not good.
That's not good at all. The top dog is YouTube with a 12.5% share as far as streaming beating cable and broadcast. So
I just saw that all over streaming for the first time ever has beaten cable and broadcast combined for viewership.
Yes.
In 2025.
Isn't that something?
We're there. I mean, how long until, because it's like 44% to 43%, like it barely edges it out. But what number are we going to see when it's 85% to 20% that we're going to eliminate broadcast and cable?
Yeah, it's happening. I mean, have you seen local news lately?
No.
Oh, God. It's atrocious. It is so bad.
Well, we are on the local Fox channel here in the part of the newscast every single morning.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
I appreciate it.
Your part is the best. Just your part. Moving along to number 5, would you like to get paid for working with artificial intelligence?
Yes.
There's a new platform called Yupp, Y-U-P-P. It works like ChatGPT, has some differences. When you type a prompt, it gives you a picture of 2 models side by side, one an attractive guy and one an attractive girl. Under each model is the answer to your prompt. You pick the answer that you like the best. You leave a little feedback, and then you get rewarded with credits. Then you get a scratch card. It looks like a lottery ticket. And then you use your mouse to scratch it, and then you reveal a random number of credits. So 1,000 credits equals $1. And you can make anywhere, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
$10 a day.
Oh, okay.
For doing it all day.
All day?
Or $50 a month.
Yeah, I'm going to pass.
Okay. But you see how they get you? Like it's kind of like a little gambling.
Right, because maybe I could win almost $20.
Yes.
That's double what everybody else is getting.
It's just
I'm going to pass.
Really something. All right, coming up, let me tell you that we have so much to pass along about how you can get automatic car recall notifications. There's a free photo search tool that you just have to really see to believe. Fitness trackers are selling your info, how to track subscription charges. Let me tell you, and just the best calls ever here on the Kim Komando Show. All right, it's ending soon, our Pay It Forward challenge. You want to go to winfromkim.com right now. That's where you can win $500. That's right, just win $500, and then I'm going to give you $500 to give to somebody else. Go to winfromkim.com. Once again, that's winfromkim.com. All right, coming up in just a few minutes, how you can get automatic car recall notification. Seems like every other day, doesn't it? There's some car getting recalled for something. And it's not just a Tesla anymore. It's just a whole bunch of them.
Everybody's joining in on the fun.
All right, so I ran across this story, Andrew, about the secret to getting the best deals on Facebook Marketplace.
That sounds like clickbait.
Okay, well, what do you think? What do you think is the best, the biggest secret to getting the greatest deals on Facebook Marketplace?
I would have no idea. Say pretty please with sugar on top.
I mean, should you go, maybe you wait for it's been on there for a long time?
Okay, that would be a tip. I'm willing to come and pick it up. You don't have to leave your house. Just leave it in the driveway and I'll grab it.
You're wrong.
Okay, well, okay.
Just saying. Because joining us is Allison and James in Bisbee, Arizona, who have cracked the code to getting the best deals on Facebook Marketplace. So how did you come up with this winning formula?
Well, I appreciate it. You're spilling the beans out there. So hopefully not too many people are listening. But it happened a handful of years ago. My wife and I were living in Phoenix, and we didn't have any kids, or we only had one little dog with us, and we needed something to do. So we started rescuing pit bulls specifically. They get a bad rap, especially here in the Southwest. And there was a dog on Facebook somewhere that I'd seen it needed some help. And so I reached out to the guy, and he kind of was avoiding me, wasn't really getting back to me. I don't know if he got a bad vibe from me or what the deal was. And I had the idea, I was like, you know what, I'm going to switch profiles here and trying to hit him up from my wife's page and see if I get a response. So sure enough, I did. And so we went and we picked up that animal and kind of saved him and rehabilitated him and rescued him through a nonprofit dog rescue there in the Phoenix area. So I guess it started with great helpful intentions, and then it's still helpful to me personally, but so, I'll try and reach out to somebody on Facebook regarding whatever it is I'm looking for. I mean, you can find anything on there. I'll try and haggle them, or they might ghost me or something like that. And then I had that same idea. I was like, I'm going to try and message them from my wife's account and see what happens. Sure enough, I get a response, and it's proving to be pretty lucrative because I'll get a much better deal than what maybe I would have haggled them for on my end.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think they're responding because it's your wife, it's a female, and it's not this
that picture
male?
Is beautiful. We just showed.
Oh yeah, he was telling a story of rescuing a dog, and for some reason we popped up a picture of her standing next to a cow. I was like, that is the biggest pit bull I've ever seen in my life.
Well, we moved to the kind of southern Arizona now, and so yeah, our animals have taken different shapes. Now, I mean, we still have our dogs and our pit bulls and stuff, but now we've kind of branched on to cows and goats and chickens and ducks and all the farm things. But I mean, I think it's definitely, my wife being absolutely gorgeous and stunning and being Mrs. Cochise County of everything, I think definitely plays a role in into the prompt response.
So I read something about a Peloton bike. Tell us about the Peloton bike.
So that was one that kind of took off recently. And, Peloton was big years ago. I mean, it still is. And we were trying to get some exercise equipment because there's not many gyms out here in the middle of nowhere. And so I was looking for a Peloton bike, and they were going for, I don't know, you could pick up a used one for the going rate. I checked the Tucson area, the Phoenix area to try to get a market value, and they were about, I don't know, $500 to $600. Mm-hmm. I mean, you could maybe find one that was kind of broken or something for the $400 range. And again, that little light bulb went off in my mind, and I'm like, I'm going to message him from my wife's account and see if I can't get a better deal on this thing. And so sure enough, I messaged the guy, and he was willing to go for $250. So I was like, score, I'll be there to pick it up, the next day or so. So we orchestrated a time. I went and picked it up, And everybody they get a little sad look on their face when I step out of the door.
I was going to ask you that. I was going to say, they're like, hey, where is she? Where is she?
Yeah, where's that pretty girl I was talking to? And I'm like, oh, my wife just sent me to come pick this up, So then they're like, oh, okay. And then I pay them, and we load up the stuff, and we get on our merry way.
Now, are you doing this, Allison, are you guys doing this for resale, or is this just stuff that you're buying for the family?
We are first-generation farmers, so everything that we are gathering here, it is to build our farm. Very often, the deals he is scoring through catfishing people on Marketplace involve farm equipment. It's tractors, it's some workout equipment here and there, but tires and tools and things like that. So.
Well, that's awesome.
And how do you feel being treated like a piece of meat just so your husband can save a buck?
I don't know if you've seen the TikTok. Have you seen him? He's quite a piece of meat as well. So sometimes we do it the opposite way. We do it the opposite way, and I can pretend to be him as well. Not nearly as effective with women, but still.
Oh, yeah. We're scum. I totally would give you a discount, too.
Well, so that is the secret to getting the best deals on Facebook.
Be pretty.
Okay. Use a pretty picture.
So you're saying I'm going to have to pay double?
Well, yeah. I saw your girl for me. I'll just put her up there.
That's a good idea.
Just say, I got a job for you, honey. Got a job for you. Hey, thanks, guys, for being on the show today. All right, who hasn't lost it over slow internet? Now, before you spend money on a new router or computer, you want to check to see if anything's draining your speeds. Have you ever said, what the heck's going on?
Yeah, but I've never done this. What's the tip?
Well, you can go to fast.com.
Okay.
That's Netflix, and it'll tell you how your speed is doing. But you want to go to orb.net. You're going to take it up a few notches, and it's free. Once it's installed, it's like a tattletale when the app is running. The sensor collects all this data about your network's performance, sends it back to you with notifications. If your internet goes down, you get a notification. If it's slowing down, you get a notification, sends it right to your phone. But you see exactly how your connection is performing in real time. And then you have the proof to go to your internet service provider and say, hey, listen, I'm paying for X, but I'm only getting Y. Once again, that's orb.net, totally free, O-R-B, orb.net. All right, still to come, a free photo search tool that you have to use to believe here on the Kim Komando Show. If you own a home, listen up. This is scary. The FBI is warning about a crime on the rise, home title theft. And it doesn't happen the way you might think. No break-ins, no stolen keys, just a forged signature on a single piece of paper filed with the county. In minutes, criminals can transfer the title out of your name, then use your ownership to drain your equity or even sell your home. The worst part, most people don't know what's happening until they get collection or foreclosure notices in the mail. That's why I trust Home Title Lock. When you visit HometitleLock.com/Kim, you'll get a free title history report and a 14-day free trial of their $1 million triple lock protection, including 24/7 monitoring of your home's title, urgent alerts to changes, and if fraud does happen. Their U.S.-based restoration team will work to restore your title, covering costs up to $1 million. Don't wait. Protect your home and equity today. Get your free 14-day trial at HometitleLock.com/Kim. That's HometitleLock.com/Kim.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least that was the plan. Except now the Dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for the stay.
Wish you could become a morning person? You know the type, up before the sun, early morning runs, first one to the office with donuts and a smile. How do they do it? Easy. With the new Galaxy Watch 8, sleep tracking and personalized insights from Samsung Health help you improve so you can wake up to a whole new you. One who, dare I say it, skips the snooze? It's possible. Train your sleep with Galaxy Watch 8. Learn more at Samsung.com. Requires compatible Samsung Galaxy phone, Samsung Health app, and Samsung account.
All right, there's been so many car recalls. You might be saying, how do we even keep track of this? Well, this is a great tip you're going to love. grab the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. They have an app called Safer Car. It's free. Put in your VIN number and any extras that you have, like fancy seats, fancy tires, whatever it may be. And if there's a recall on anything that's listed, you're going to get an alert. Isn't that amazing?
Fancy seats?
Yes. Like seats that massage you.
Oh, okay.
I have those in my car.
I just have regular cars, so I don't have any fancy seats.
Fancy seats, and they heat you, they cool you.
Oh, Lisa got a new car. It has ventilated seats.
Ventilated seats?
Yeah, so it takes the cold air in the car and pushes it through the seats and cools the seat down.
We need that when it's 185 degrees.
So nice.
Let's see. Fitness trackers are selling your info. We'll be talking more about that. But first, Jackie in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Hi there, Jackie.
Hi, Kim.
Welcome. Glad to have you with us.
Thank you.
What's on your mind today?
I have to preface this with my husband adored you. He passed in 2018, but when he would listen to you, he always scheduled, you were back on the radio back then, like in 97, 98, somewhere in there.
Wow.
So he would always schedule you, and it was, don't interrupt me, I am listening to Kim Commander. so here we've come.
That's sweet.
He adored you. So here we've come full circle. He owned a domain name that was a oneword.com.
Ooh, big money.
He passed in 2018. So I've held on to it since then, and I finally put it with a broker last year, and I sold it a couple weeks ago for 6 figures.
Good for you.
And
wow, that's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, the money's cleared. It's sitting in the bank. I've given it time to be poked and prodded to make sure it was all legit and everything's up front. And
well, you know what? I'm really glad that you sold it now. Because with AI taking over the internet, even with one-word domains, I think the value is going to be going down as more people are not using the internet, using traditional Google searches, I should say, because we don't need to really do that very much. Right.
Well, this domain name was his business, and he used it for his business for many, many years. And when, like I said, when he passed, I closed down the business, but I kept the domain. So here's my dilemma. My tax people are all telling me that I need to find out what it was worth from his date of death, which was 2018. He bought it in 97.
Okay.
I sold it this week. So I have to, it's either going to be a capital gains or a capital loss. Hopefully it's a capital loss. But
no, it's going to be a gain. He probably paid $20 for it, or $10.
But didn't she just say the value of when he passed?
Yes, but I'm saying back in 1997.
So he paid minimal for it.
Yes.
Minimal.
But in 2018, it's worth more today.
You think so?
Than
7 years later?
I think it was worth in 2018.
Okay.
We did have a bit of a surge during the pandemic on single word domains, but they have come down. I will tell you, I'm glad you got 6 figures. I'm trying to buy a single word domain right now. And I've offered them $15,000. And I got an email back that said, we are seriously considering that.
Really?
Because the web traffic is going in the crapper.
So why are you even buying it then? Why are you even putting up $15,000?
Because it's a new business.
Okay.
And I think it would be worthwhile for us to have that, especially because, if you're going to advertise on, say, radio or Fox News or something like that, that you want that single name.
Okay.
That single word. But I'm really glad that you got the 6 figures. That's awesome. So you need to figure out how.
So is my husband.
Yes, I'm sure he's looking down going, Jackie, you go, girl. Okay. And
he had the foresight to buy this name back then, and it's a very catchy name. And like I said, it sold. So how do I prove to the IRS what it was worth in 2018?
You go to a website called namebio.com. Namebio. NAMEBIO, namebio.com. And that's where you can put different parameters. And so what you want to do is think of other words that describe your single word domain and see how much they sold for.
Okay.
and in that genre. So if it was food, look for other food labels. You know what I'm saying? If it was a certain type of business, look for other type of businesses that might have that. There's also another one, in case you want to check it out. There's dnjournal.com. And the domain,
one more time,
like domain name, but it's like dnjournal.com. And that's where they have charts. So you can say this sold for this much in February of 2018 or whatever it may be. So this way, you're right. So this way, you're only paying on that amount. I don't look to me for tax advice because.
No. I need to just find someplace to look for this because the broker that sold it, he said to me, I'm pretty sure it's worth more now than it was then, but I don't have a way for you to prove it.
Yeah, I would just look at name bio, and that's where you can enter in a whole bunch of parameters. The domain selling business is, gosh, I just missed that whole bandwagon. And, Jackie, don't you know that your husband's looking down right now? Don't you know he's looking down on us and he's saying, Jackie, you're talking to Kim and Kim gave you the answer.
Well, and that's why I told you that little snippet in the beginning, because he adored you. And I'm telling you, we could not interrupt him while you were on the air.
You were probably like,
Don't
okay,
talk to me.
Make her go away. Okay. Well,
no, I'm very thankful. I'm very, very thankful and very grateful. It all came together.
That's pretty awesome. And thank you for telling me that story. It makes my day. Once again, namebio.com and dnjournal.com.
We don't know him. He could be up there going, Jackie, you should have gotten 7 figures. For the love of peace.
He could have been doing it. Carl in Indianapolis, Indiana. You're up next, Carl. Welcome.
Oh, hi. Okay. You want to know my story, don't you?
I sure do, because I haven't called the psychic hotline in years, and it'd be pretty bad if we tried, because I'd be like going into all sorts of places in your life, Carl. You'd be like, nope.
Okay. Well, let's see. Let's start out. I had been a subscriber to your daily email for years, and I also see and read about you through Dr. Youn.
Through who?
Dr. Youn? Youn?
I don't know.
He's a holistic plastic surgeon in Detroit.
Come on, Kim. Dr. Youn, the holistic plastic surgeon you always speak
Really?
of.
Yeah, him. Okay.
Well, okay. Well, evidently he forwards or he posts some of your information on his
He's just
emails.
a follower.
Oh, he's a follower. Okay, good. Okay, that's great. Thank you. I appreciate that. We love that.
Okay. All right. This is my story. I'm sticking to it. A couple of weeks ago, my cell phone rings, and it's an 800 number, and it says Comcast/Xfinity, which I have. So I said, okay. I answered it and said, well, we've detected that your virus protection is set very low. Okay. I'm thinking, how did they get my number? Evidently, it's when I signed up for Comcast. And so I got into the computer, and I kept having these thoughts in the back of my head. Don't do it. I did it. And
what'd you do, Carl?
I turned over the control of my computer to them. And when everything was all said and done, this gentleman comes on and says, I'm in Nigeria. Do you know what I'm going to do to you? I said, no. He says, I'm going to make today the longest day of your life.
Oh.
Okay.
He
said, unless you send me a $500 gift card. I said, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. He said, you'll regret it. And I hung up. So I immediately tried to get into my router and change the password. It wouldn't let me in. I tried numerous times. Wouldn't let me in.
Okay.
So I disconnected the router. And this is my own router, by the way, that I had purchased a couple of years ago.
Okay.
So I went to Comcast, and I got one of their routers and hooked it up, changed every password I could think of.
Yeah, that's important.
And okay, here I am. My wife says, you better check the bank accounts. I said, the bank is set up. Anytime I purchase something, they let me know. They send me a text or an email.
That's a good thing. I'm glad you have that set up. That's important. More people should have that. So you got rid of the router.
Yes.
And you changed all your passwords.
Yes.
And you made sure that you did do all of every single account.
No, I have not.
Okay.
Do you still use the computer that they got access to?
Yes.
Okay. Because you see, that's the thing. You don't know what they could have put on that computer.
So should I reset it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, yes. You're gonna any device up to and including a printer. I know that sounds crazy, but they could be hanging out on a printer too. Because that allows you to have remote access as well. Really, any smart device that you have, they could have, because once you get in the router, anything connected to the router is just a handshake away.
And you sound like a guy who has a smart toaster. They could be living on your smart toaster, Carl.
Okay.
Right this moment.
I hesitated on resetting the computer until maybe something came up that I didn't know. But
well, you know what you could do is you could look at. I'm just afraid that they have something. They have something remote on that computer.
Well, you downloaded something when they called. That's how they got the access, right?
That's true, and I looked for that.
And you changed? Did you change the SSID?
No.
Oh, Carl.
Makes
me so sad that you didn't do that. Okay.
Well, wait a minute. Wouldn't I have had to do that to get in a new router through Comcast?
No, because you still could have a Carl's Wi-Fi, and then you just hook it up, and it's still Carl's Wi-Fi. I mean, then they could get through. I mean, I don't know what they put on your computer. That's my problem. And so what I would just to be safe, and I know it's a major pain in the butt, is that you have to change every password. You have to run, antivirus on your computers. But I would just, because again, you just don't know. You don't know.
But that's the access point. Like, it's like if someone has a key to your house, you're going to change the lock on the door they have the key to. The computer was the door. That's how they got in when you downloaded that software.
Yes.
That's the most important piece for me.
For sure. And so it's not a fun place to be.
No.
Okay, it's not. But now everybody who's listening, what are we saying? Okay? Always verify. Don't click. Don't let anybody put anything on your system, because then you're going to be sitting there like Carl having a bad weekend.
Comcast is never going to call and say, download this software so we can have access. They're never going to do it.
Oh, Carl, you got a big job in store. Just for giggles, I'd freeze your credit too while you're at it. If you haven't done that already. If you need the steps, it's over at Komando.com. All right, what if I told you that you can find photos of you or anyone you know in a split second by going to PimEyes? That's right. It's one of these things in life that you have to see to actually believe. The software uses AI to perform what's called a reverse image search. It finds photos of people who look like you, maybe scary, accurate images of you, and also you yourself. I mean, you'd be surprised how many pictures. Have you ever looked yourself up there?
No, I have not.
PimEyes, go to PimEyes.com, PIMEyes.com. I did it, and I found about 500 pictures of me in a split second. Of course you would, because I'm a public personality.
Sure.
But you'd be surprised, if you're not, how many pictures are there. All right, still to come, fitness trackers are selling off your info. We're going to talk more about that here on the Kim Komando Show. Marty in Oahu, Hawaii. Hi there, Marty. Glad to have you with us today.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm anxious to talk to you.
So what's happening?
Yeah, so I'm not that computer savvy, but I do read some articles, and I have your newsletter. And then I have stock in my retirement account, and I was wondering how applicable would AI be in picking stocks?
You know, I actually talked about this in a recent newsletter because they did a whole bunch of tests and they found that AI was pretty accurate, scary accurate in predicting the winners versus the losers in stocks. I think the portfolio went up almost, one went up 33% with a human and it went up 44% with AI. Now, AI can make mistakes. It does hallucinate. We're talking about your money, your retirement accounts. I want you to be super careful because you said you're not that computer savvy. What you can do is go over to ChatGPT and give it some prompts. Like, I'm this age and I'm trying to get this. These are the stocks that I have. I want to get at least a 6% annual dividend or return, whatever it may be. And then you can compare it. And then whatever results you get from one AI bot is that you can compare it with another AI bot. And if you need the exact steps, Marty, we have them over at komando.com, just komando.com. And thanks for your call today, and thanks for getting the newsletter. Coming right back, fitness trackers are selling your info here on the Kim Komando Show. All right, if you want a fitness tracker, buy one from a big name that you can trust, none of these Chinese knockoffs, because guess what? All your data is likely being sold to third parties, advertisers, insurance companies, marketing companies, etc. Hey, just a reminder, too, that our Win from Kim contest is ending soon, our Pay It Forward challenge. So if you haven't already entered to win, do it now while you're thinking about it. Go to winfromkim.com. That was the end of hour 2. Don't worry. There's another hour coming up.